Hey everybody, it's Jeff. This is going to be part 25 of the Thunder Model Scammell transporter in 1/35 scale. I had a great Thanksgiving, ate way too much. Everything went well. Got a couple of things going to be coming in the mail real soon. The bulldozer should be here possibly tomorrow afternoon. And then I've got a kit coming also for the wheeled vehicle group build, sponsored by Joachim and Marcus. So I'll be getting started on that here soon. There's lots and lots of time to get that one done. And some paint. Quick question for you guys. Should I go ahead and finish the Scammell and then build the bulldozer? Should I try and build them both at the same time? Just kind of get what you guys are thinking about. I thought about doing them both kind of at the same time, and maybe alternating videos. One day bulldozer, one day Scammell. So hopefully they get done about the same time, and then I'll have it all finished so I can show it all at the same time. I don't know. Just let me know what you guys are thinking, and then I'll be working on the kit for the group build. But that one there, I probably won't build on camera. I'll just show updates once a week or every so often. Alrighty. My plans were to work on the front steering and the suspension in the front today, but I ran into a bit of a problem. I was measuring some things and trying to make sure everything was all lined up. Then I noticed the back wheels are not aligned too good. The way the kit is now, just to show you, the front wheels, and this is exaggerated of course, but the front wheel or the rear wheels set kind of like this, where they should be like this. So I guess it's the camber's off on them, and I'm not going to leave it like that. So yeah, this is kind of the way the kit is showing. Well, actually, yeah, that's the way they're showing. The tops are leaned in, and I want to straighten them out. Let's go down the bench, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, okay? Be right back. Thanks, guys. Okay, this is my surface plate. It's a ground piece of aluminum that is about as flat a piece of metal as I have, and then my 1, 2, 3 blocks. What I was trying to do is use this to line up the front wheels. I'm going to probably go ahead and just glue these in place, not set them up to where they turn. That's kind of what I was thinking. But anyway, if I set these blocks on the plate, the brake drum should touch top and bottom, and they don't. So if you look here, I'll show you how far off they are to make them touch on the top. We got that much of a gap in the brake, the way the brake drums are set up. So that's an awful lot when you're looking at a 1/35 kit. Those, in real life, those front or those rear tires could be leaning in several inches. So, thinking about how to fix this. The bottom here is tight. Everything fits just like it's supposed to by the instructions. And I've swapped these side to side. Let me get this out of here. Maybe you can see a little better. I've swapped these side to side, and it didn't make any difference. But I think you can actually see it pretty clearly. The tops lean way in. Okay, let's do this. I need to flip this. There, that's better. I don't like standing on my head doing these, but this is the top, and you can see how they lean in. So it's just a flaw in the kit, just kind of the way it is, but I don't want to leave it like that. My thinking is I know it's scary, but it's all just plastic. But my thinking is to shorten this here which would bring the bottom in too, and then hopefully they'll line up. That's the only thing I can think, is take just a millimeter or so right out of here and bring this down. So that's what I'm going to try and do. It's going to be kind of tricky to get them exactly the same on both sides, but I think that's the best to try and straighten that out. See, these fit really nice, really tight. There's no slack, no play, but they're just really crooked. Okay. So what I'm thinking about, let's see if I've got a Sharpie here. If a Sharpie's too wide. I was thinking about just right above this bracket here. See, and this is glued in nice and straight. You know, I don't really want to try and take that loose and move this up and down. And it's possible that that might be my fault for not getting this part in exactly right. There is a little play, you know, when you're gluing it in, although it fit just about perfect. What I was thinking is just taking a saw and just right here, just taking about that much out and then gluing this back down. That would bring the bottom in. I'd probably have to run a drill bit through there just to make sure the alignment is good again and see what it looks like. Okay. I can't think of any other way to fix it without, you know, I could take this bracket off, but I don't know. It's glued in nice and tight. I think I'm going to cut that and just move it up just a little bit. So let's see how this goes. Wish me luck. It's just plastic, right, guys? Try and keep it nice and straight. See, I'm cutting just a little bit low and I'm cutting into the bracket there. So I need to move up just a little bit. Still cutting into the bracket. Oh, there it goes. Just a tiny bit. Okay. I'm going to sand it until that's pretty much, that mark's pretty much gone. Let's see if I have a fairly coarse. Yeah, that's a little too coarse. I do have another bench that I can use for a second build, so I wouldn't have to move everything that I'm using for the Scammell. Just have to scoot my tools over to the other bench. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drop this in. Oh, that's the differential. Drop this in here and drop this in. Let's see how that does. Okay, I'm going to do the other side, and then we'll set them on a flat surface again and check. Okay. So I want to cut it off just right. About there. Let's see here. Okay. I'm glad I caught that before I got too far right in. It would be really difficult to fix. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Need to turn that over a little bit. Where's the tweezers? There they are. Okay. Try and get these straight. Sorry, just concentrating here. Okay. I think once those are glued back in, let's see. Stuff. I had my 1, 2, 3 blocks. Of course, they're right in front of me, and I'm not seeing them. Actually, they look like maybe I could take just a little bit more. Yeah, maybe just a tiny little bit more. Okay. Let's take this one just a little bit. Okay, hang on a minute. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and glue those back on. And then I'll have to get it all lined up again. Let's see what we can do here. And where's the piece I'm gluing? Okay. Here's the one side. There it is. Okay. Okay. Let's see what I can do here. Not quite straight. Okay, I'll leave that alone for a little bit. Try this side. Okay. if I'm thinking right, that'll bring the pivot up. So it should bring the wheels in line. If not, I can always do it again. Okay, let's see here. Whoops. Okay, hope I didn't knock that. Yep, I did. Okay, let's see if we can do it without knocking everything this time. That's gonna drop in there. I may have to run a drill through there just to kind of, nope. Okay, let's see what happens now. Well, it is an improvement. It's not quite as much as I'd hoped. Excuse me. It actually needs to go just a little bit more. I think I'm going to go ahead and work on this off camera a little bit. And I'll come back and I'll show you if I get it just about right, okay? Be back in just a little bit. Thanks. Okay, I did get them to line up. I took just a little bit more off. I've got the glue setting now, but the brake drums touch top and bottom anymore. They are nice and square with the blocks. The problem is that doing that created a little bit of slack so that the parts can move up and down just a little bit more. But maybe I can do a little bit of shipping. We'll have to see how that works out. But for right now, excuse me, I'm just going to let this set and let the glue dry real well. I probably took out, I don't have a ruler right in front of me, but I probably took out maybe a millimeter and a half, something like that. And you'll just have, if you decide to do that with your kit, you'll just have to trial and error and figure out, what works best for you. But before there was a big gap right here on all four of them, and that's gone. Okay, so now the tires are going to be sitting nice and straight instead of leaned in at the top. So I think I'm going to call it good for today, just to let this firm up real nice. I know it will set in the right place, and if I need to do a little shimming or something to take care of the slack and the tolerances, I can do that. But maybe tomorrow when we come back, then we can start working on getting the front suspension finished up. I'm probably not going to make it workable I'm thinking I'm probably just going to go ahead and glue it in place, but I do want to get all the parts on there and get it ready to where I can get some primer and stuff on this here real soon. Alrighty guys, that's going to do it for today, I think. You guys all have a good one. Let me know what you think about building the bulldozer and stuff at the same time. I don't mind building multiple kits at the same time. It'd just be, more videos coming out, which some of you may or may not care for. Excuse me. Okay, anyway, we'll talk to you real soon, okay? Bye-bye.